Welcome to the Four Corners series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 7th of April 1937. Now, historically, 1937 is pretty interesting because it represents the end of Stalin's purge of the intelligentsia and the Red Army Officer Corps, and of course the consequences of this will echo on for many years, on top of the, well, over 1 million deaths that the purge actually caused. And of course, one of the greater consequences is that when the Second World War breaks out, the Red Army will not be in a fit state to take on the German forces when the invasion of Russia starts. Now, moving on, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me quite a lot to think about. Now, I've had a couple of comments related around the how long this series is going to go, because we're not far away from the new update dropping. And I'll be completely honest, at the moment, I've got a general plan, but I've made no firm decisions. And I think one of the biggest deciding factors is going to be the impact of the new update on each series, because one of them will have to go when that update drops into the stable branch, because what I want to do is take a look at the new mechanics in the context of a hard start, just to see how well the effect of loyalty and crime and punishment will be when you're really starting with a very small community. Now, I also got a very useful comment who pointed out that there is actually a mod, and I must admit I'd missed it completely. If I can find it, it's a factory mod, and I think it's on page 3. And what these are, they're called hybrid refineries by Nouv. And what these actually are is they're relatively small refineries which either produce fuel or bitumen. And I think these are quite useful, even though they don't have the 125 tons, is it? I can't remember now. Capacity of the main oil refinery. What it does do is give you the option to create a specialized fuel supply. And of course, in the context of an early start like this, where you don't need that much bitumen, you can always create the bitumen using a bitumen plant. I can't remember what it's called now. I think I've got one over here, and let me one of this. So you can create this. You can use this to get the wood pitch extraction for bitumen, and then if you've got a source of oil, what you could do is just build this refinery. And that's what I'm thinking of doing out here. Is we've got the oil fields coming this way. Got to remember now, it's a little while since I played. We got this here, we've got this pumping station here, which will have the oil in it. And then what we could do is actually put the oil refinery out here. I think it's gonna be a little distant out, but I don't want the pollution from this. So what we could do is just drop this in here, and of course my new construction offices are ready to go, so I'll just drop that in as a reminder. I'll fill in the rest of the infrastructure in a little while. Oops, I thought that wasn't going to work. So that means it gives us a oil refinery here, which is pretty good. We can do something about that. And what I'll do now is just move on to give you a bit of an update where we are. I've populated this large construction office here, so we've now got a construction office full of trucks, which should give us a little bit of momentum in this area. Now I've got a bit of a problem down here. Well, it's actually dropped down a bit now. What was happening is that this Tudor market was starting to get a bit overloaded with shoppers. It looks a little bit like it's actually fixed its problem. I just want to check, because what drew my attention to this was the happiness was dropping. But I think we're okay. And what I've done is I've planned to build another Tudor market here. I've put this corner market here, and what I'm thinking, we've got an indoor pool here, houses here, brick houses here. So what I'm considering is moving the market to this area. In fact, I think I'll do it now while I'm sort of thinking about it. So shop, and you need not a Tudor market, I want a corner market here. We could put this in here. Is this V1 or V2? I can't remember now. This is the V2 version. Let me just, in fact, has this been allocated? think what we'll do is we'll just remove you and we'll cancel that road connection there. And then we'll put the B2 shop down here if I can find it. There it is there. And this is one actually has the factory connection. So we'll just drop you in there. That road should get picked up because this should be on bind everything. I've been a bit lazy here. And so what that means is we'll have a tuna market here, another one to fill in this gap here, and then when we build this area up a little bit bigger and we expand down here, we'll have this one filling in that gap there. That also leaves me a bit of space in this area for the crime and punishment section. So that is there. Of course, what we really need to do now is try and get this cableway in, and I want to get the gravel production going. I just want to check. Yeah, the large construction office has picked up that. Titusville is going here. Just check the pollution. Oh, blooming heck. Sorry guys, I got a bit distracted. I was sat here and I heard a tapping on the window, and there was a seagull. Obviously wanted something. It was actually tapping on the glass with its beak, and it's quite a big one actually. I wonder what the heck it was. See, it's behind the other window, seen on one story up. Now up here things are kind of okay. I've got the tractors in here, but I don't think we're going to get much crops in this cycle, simply because we should have a fuel truck trying to deliver fuel out here, but of course everything's a bit slow. I think it's speed up here because what's happened is it's taken ages for the tractors to get up here, but I'm looking at the way they're going, they've run out of fuel. But one thing I do need to get in here is a fuel depot for the what we call it, the distribution offices. I'm kind of thinking about here, and maybe rather than go for a full-size gas station because it's a bit tight on this corner, what we might be able to do is put in something which is maybe not, well, we got the farm one here, extra large, extra small. This has got 60 tons of fuel. Could possibly just sneak you on here like that. How many stations? Yeah, you've got loading and unloading for 2. That's this one-way one. This is for 3, but not gonna. Oh yeah, it might just fit on that corner there. So put you there. Of course, those roads will get picked up. So yeah, this farm isn't going to do much this cycle, but it's not the end of the world because we don't think we're that short of crops. Over here, I've made a few changes. I've put in a couple more buildings because I feel that we're going to need more workforce to come up to here. You can see we've got a tiny amount of workforce up here at the moment. We've got a traffic jam. Where is that? What on earth is going on here? Right, what? Yeah, this area is a little bit vulnerable, isn't it? These roads are a bit close together. Hopefully, right, that guy's got impatient. Yeah, it's the concrete plant here that's... Right, I think it's starting to untangle itself a little bit now. I think what's happening is that these guys are waiting for concrete and they've looped back into the main road here, which means that they're just going round and round in the circle, aren't they? Waiting for... Well, I think it's eased off a little bit now. I think hopefully you're going to be delivering... Yeah, you're going to deliver some gravel, so that might ease off the pressure a little bit. We're just going to watch this for a little while. I think this is one of the consequences of using large quantities of these wagons. What you really need is fairly long roads for them to be able to maneuver to. Once this guy gets there, oh, he's pushed in. So we've got this loop here that's effectively blocking the traffic. So here go up there, here go up there, here go round again for another little bit of a session. I've actually noticed this effect happen since the last update, when they put in this update where the distribution of the construction officers were becoming a little bit more intelligent with respect to getting things done. So he's got a tiny bit of gravel here, but we just need more gravel in here to try and... It looks like they can pass through this. I think as we get more gravel come in, this will actually help fix the problem. What are you? You're actually delivering fuel here, are you? Okay. I wasn't aware that you needed fuel. We're having a bit of a merry-go-round here. At least the traffic's flowing through here. What it is doing is blocking that bit there. I'm just wondering whether... Well, we've got a footpath there, so I can't really do anything there. How long's that road? Just wondering whether... I don't think it's going to make that much difference, is it? So we're just going to have to... Hopefully this will get sorted out over time. I mean, we are getting the gravel in there. It's probably the impact of this guy over here. Because he's got a lot... He's actually got proper full-size concrete mixers in here. Well, it looks like the queue's actually disappeared anyway, so I'm starting to think that maybe with this up here we've got access to gravel, that what we might be able to do. What we got here, we've got, yeah, large aggregate storage there. Wondering if we could put a concrete plant in here. Let's put a proper concrete plant in there. Maybe that is the right way to go. Concrete plant here. You can put a concrete plant in, say about built due to infrastructure. This is, we could put it possibly this side, but then we'd have a problem with that is... What is that there? Zoom in a little bit. What is that there? Is that actually connected to anything? Or is that just a random tower in the middle of nowhere? Oh, I think I put it in for going the direction of that port, didn't I? I'm wondering if we can kind of make this a little bit more efficient. If I, for argument's sake, do put a concrete... actually, I'm starting to think maybe here. A concrete and an asphalt plant here. Let me just see. Production, yes, well. Say, for argument's sake, I normally put the asphalt plant on this side, like that. That actually makes sense. We can put some asphalt there. Electricity problem. I've got all sorts of problems everywhere. We can put the asphalt concrete plant here. Maybe it is about time I built a proper concrete plant. So, say for argument's sake, that goes there. And what we can do is get a small gravel store. Let me just find this. Gravel store. Get a small aggregate store. We got a connection there. If I flip that the other way, we could possibly put you about here. Same for argument's sake, we just turn you a little bit that way. Not interested in the connection. We can get you there. I'll bring you out like that to there. If I can get a... So we've got gravel store there. We got this connector here. We got this coming in here. If I put in a multi-tower, for argument's sake, we can get that. So like, we need it that way round like that. So I get you there, and then if for argument's sake we can get a it'll work, is it? It's too close to here. Take that off. We'd have to, we might be able to do it. I could just get that on that corner like that. If I can get a road out of here. Ooh, look at that. That's... Oops. Is that dead zone again? I've got absolutely no idea why the game thinks that there's infrastructure in this area. This is exactly the problem I had with the cableway. It says some infrastructure in the way, but there is no infrastructure there. Not even below. Not as far as I can see, anyway. But for some reason the game thinks that there's infrastructure under there. Okay, we're gonna have to... Whoops, thank you, game. I don't know if I can get round this way. Maybe just kind of curve you round very gently like that. Don't really want to connect that up, so we'll just leave you. Actually, we know that will connect, so we'll take that away. So we got a connection to there, we got that there, and what we need now is, what was I working on? Oh yeah, I was working on the, and what I want to do is create something like that. And what that will mean is that we'll be able to bring the gravel down from here to here. We have a road here which will may take it a lot closer to the where is it? A cargo station there. I've lost something. That would come into here. This would come in here. We've got a warehouse here. And then up here. We've got you there. We got you there, the fueling station. Got aggregate loading there. Cargo station there. I thought I'd built a rail. Oops, that's aggregate loading. Oh, no, it's down. There's the depot. Here's the warehouse. That doesn't make sense. I thought I'd built a rail construction yard in here. That's railroad construction yard. I knew it was in here somewhere. I don't think this has actually got a connection. Just check. Oh. But what we can do is change this road then. I was heading in the wrong direction, so if I get rid of you and we bring this road down through here. There. So we're just going to accept that. What that will mean is if we've got an aggregate store here, it will mean that we can bring a truck down into here very quickly, so that it will actually. I had another thought actually. Change the plan again. Apologies for this. Wondering if I can come across like that. Like that. We can hook you in there. That means the trucks delivering the gravel from here can come round here and directly into here, which means they don't impinge on the main road. I think that will work. And what we'll have here is a... I mean, this isn't going to be 100% efficient because we're still going to have to deliver the concrete, the cement and bitumen to here. That kind of weakens the argument for this, but I think we're going to be okay. So we got there in the end anyway, so that is good. Let's check the traffic jam up here, wherever you are. Yeah, I think we've got round the problem with the concrete now. I think it was just a surge because I added this this construction office over here, so they're all rushing in there trying to grab the concrete. And of course I've shut down the concrete plant down here, so what we've actually got is all our concrete vehicles going to that one place now. This is coming together, and what it resources on site, so it's actually getting there very slowly but surely. Certainly would like to close this area down. Come up and check the farm here. We got 1.3. We got any fuel in here? We don't have any fuel in here. What's up with you? You're delivering to that secret place. Why are you not? Or is it the fact that you've got no power, haven't you? That's the problem. Yep, the lights finally come on. Yeah, because of course you can't deliver fuel to a building with no power. So until this is built, which we're not going to be able to get fuel in here. Yep. I think what I will do is we're going to get a couple of proper combines in here, and so we're just going to come here. We're going to buy a couple of harvesting. How much are these? These are 24,000 each. I'm just going to buy 2 of these because we're not really going to have send you up to here as well. Yeah, so it looks very much like our harvest this year is going to be a bit of a disaster in this area. It'd probably take them up until August just to get up here with the combines. And of course, they've got nowhere. They've only got storage for 76 tons anyway, because the silo's not being built. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, must admit the very slow speed here. Well, this is coming along quite nicely. That's one of the positives, I suppose. Getting this Tudor. How are we doing here? That's the firehouse. This is the... I think we've got this under control now, though we don't have any meat in here. How is everybody happy? 95%. So we've got a bit of a problem with the meat delivery here. Where are you getting your meat from? Materials. I don't think this is delivering meat. Nor are you, so that means we've got a dedicated vehicle here. Don't think you're fast enough now. Where are you? Yeah, something tells me that this guy really needs replacing. But I don't think we've got a fast refrigeration truck. Take a look. But, oh, we got one. What we got here, 7.5 meat, 1.5 tons of meat. I think what we're going to do is add you and pick up you and get you there. I think keeping the residents in Tudor Town happy is probably more important. Now we've got line spacing. I'm going to turn the line spacing off because I don't want these trucks kind of having to be. Otherwise, what will happen is this truck will work at the same speed as this wagon, and I don't really want that. I mean, if it comes too much of a problem, I'll get rid of the small refrigerated truck and then get it going. Now, after all those diversions, what I want to do is the one thing I actually do want to do in this session. That is plan my port over here, and what I'd like is a medium harbour. It'd be great if I could get this in with, but ideally it would be nice to have it about here. But to do that, we're going to need to trim this back, aren't we? Oops, no. I think if I can. We can knock that little blip out first, so we get a bit of a straight line here, something like that. Then what we'll probably need to do is push this out a bit so we can create a straight line here like that, and hopefully oh, look at that. It's brilliant. We can get that in there now. And then behind this, I'm going to need on a warehouse and an open store. You can have a normally conventional house. Actually, we could probably put the warehouse this side. No, we don't want to crowd those fuel connections, do we? So if I put a bit unfortunate. We could put the fuel tank over there, so if I can stretch this out a little bit like that, maybe a little bit further. How far can I stretch this connection? As far as I can get it. So, and then up here, oh, like a medium open store over here on this side like that. Can get you hooked up there. Actually, we got another fuel connection on the left hand side as well. So we'll put you just about there. Get you come through, and then we're actually no, we'll run a proper road just like that. We'll hook you up there. We can hook you up to about there. Just snick that back, then we'll just accept that. That gives me my port area here. So we've now got the port set up, we've got all this set up, we've just got so much that needs to be put together, and I think this is going to be the problem, is getting everything kind of working together. How's my popular? So I think it's now time to take a look at. Got loyalty at 33% here, 29% here, so a couple of places where it's a little bit low. The average is 31%. How are we doing over in New Hope? Can't see it. White text against white buildings is not particularly that good. 33%. I seem to be permanently stuck around 33%. I've noticed I've got a similar problem with my Seven Corners series as well. But I suppose I could plonk down more and more monuments to try and get things put together. Happiness is pretty good. So who's dragging down? It's probably going to be Titusville, isn't it? No, it's 99% here. How's the health? Health is still at 80%. That probably means that the pollution is spread again. Pollution isn't that bad, but then that could be due to the fact that the old rock crusher here isn't doing that bad. That could be down to the fact that the rock crusher here isn't working particularly very hard. So that makes quite a big difference. I mean, we're on the 27th of June, and what I would like to do is just check my food stocks or crop stocks. So you've got crops there, you've got crops there. You're out. You've got a tiny amount there now. We do need to improve our crop production. Yeah, you're out as well. So that means, oh, you've got a little bit of food left. How's the food in here? Yep. More importantly, how's the food situation over here? Or crop situation? You're out of crops. You're out of crops. You're out of crops. So we've got a month to go and we are completely out of crops. So our economy is going to be stagnating. But we've still got quite a big supply of food over here though. Of course, we got food up here. So we got plenty of food stashed all over the place. Not sure why. He's got alcohol. What have you got alcohol up here? Oh, yeah, sorry. This is my meat production area here. This is something I was building in the last part where we put in these, what we call it, thingies to put it in there. What are you doing here? You're shipping meat around. Yeah, I mean, these are quite efficient. In fact, there's one over in Tudor Town, isn't there? I put in as well. I've forgotten completely all about these. I'll be completely honest, that trying to keep track of the two current series is starting to fry my brains. I think it's relatively easy when you first start out and the economies are quite small, but as the economies grow and become more complex, it's trying to keep track of everything that's going on just starts to get a little bit out of control here. So we got here as well. We've got alcohol and food coming into here, which is producing a tiny amount of meat. Yeah, so, and in theory, this guy should be delivering the meat to, what we call it. Let me just see. Where is it? You're shipping food. You're shipping alcohol. So, what are you doing with respect to meat shipments? What we got here? You're the alcohol supplier. I don't understand. I thought I set a truck up or pick the. Got no workers as well. Okay, you've got no workers. So we got meat and food, alcohol here. I thought this was in walking range of this area here. Let me just see. No, okay. Bit of a mistake here. I was absolutely certain that people would walk here. Obviously not. Right, we need a bus, a small. We could probably use a wagon to take people up to there. And we've got lots of workers. This place is a bit overloaded. We're gonna have to work on another bus station, aren't we? But then once this cableway goes in, that should reduce the pressure on here. So I need to get this running. In fact, right, I need a passenger wagon. Right, we've got a passenger wagon here. I mean, it's not that far, is it? Whoops. You can pick up from here and put it there. Why are you coming from this way? Is that because you don't feel that you can't pass through this bus station? We get this guy running up and down here. And then, where is that little refrigeration truck? How's the meat supply here? Okay. Right. North Cape. Where are you? Oops. No, I don't want you to go to depot. I want to know where you are. Right, now I want you to go to depot. take you off and put you into, wow, you're here. Because my nearest vehicle depot is over here, isn't it? You go there. What we'll do is send him back to here. Let me just see. What are you producing at the moment? We won't be producing anything at the moment because you've got no crops. Right, we definitely need more capability for farming as well. Let me just get back to here. Yeah, this is getting a bit painful. I definitely need... Right, we've got this finished. And I don't... Wait. Get out of there. I know you're enthusiastic, but I don't really need you. We've got a second tower finished. Is this allocated? Yeah, we've got the large construction office on here. Let me just see what Titus is doing. Have a quick check. Right, you're working on this here. I think what we're going to do is this has got to be a bit of a priority, and I need this running. Needs to be built, and that needs to be built as well. Actually, one thing I did notice about these cableways is they don't actually need power. But in some ways, these are a very good way to span somewhere where you don't want to put power in. I must admit, I hadn't noticed that before. Cableway connected, yes, I know. Just don't go visit there. There's nothing there for you. Right. Brickworks, how's the coals? Got 7 tons of... We've now got... Oh, no, you've still got 200 tons of coal. Yeah, we're getting too much congestion here now. This is becoming a problem. Small iron mine. I need another bus platform to spread the load a little bit. Where can I put another bus platform? It really needs, trouble is if it gets into this direction, then this is it's the only way I can. I could put a bus platform down here, which could pick workers up, but then we're going to build a cableway there. We don't really need that. I think what we're going to just have to do is kind of work our way through this until the cableway's built, and then hopefully that will allow us to remove some of these buses and put them into other areas. Oh, actually, the game used a bit of intelligence there. I mean, we don't have that many workers as well. Is a little bit of a cause for concern. Although they're all enthusiastically kind of running in here, picking up. Yep. Just gonna have to see how it goes. I think population-wise, wow, we got 242 over 21s. We need some accommodation here. Right, since there's no concrete, let me just check that. We still got this bit of pressure with the concrete. I'm starting to think that maybe I need to bring the other concrete plant back online, but I don't really want to do that. Actually, what I could do is build one of these, couldn't I? What's this? This is a concrete mixer plant. Because I knocked down the concrete plant over here, didn't I? And what we got here is the bitumen asphalt plant, which is still kind of doing its thing. Let me just see if I can get in a hot mix concrete plant here. We've got fuel now. Let me just see if I can find it. That's the really small one that was here before. Let me just see if I can. Put this back here. Wood pitch, calcium furnace, small concrete batching plant. That's too big. Gulag. I'm looking for the one that needs fuel. That is a small concrete plant. What's the one above? Import 1 ton of gravel. Half a ton of gravel, that's no good. Right, I think this is the one I'm looking for, the concrete mixer plant. It's got more storage for gravel. I can drop that in there. Like that. Then we need to get the road crew on here. We go to those 3, it's New Hope. Why have I got those? And we'll assign you to build that road there. And we'll put the New Hope workers on here as well. Get you working there. Actually, I've just had a thought. If I build another bus station, say down here, I could use it to just pick up the workers from the construction office over here. Because of course this construction office here is picking up from exactly the same platform, if I remember correctly. Yep. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to come down here, and we're going to put a small bus stop down here, like that. And what you will do is be a pickup work point for the construction offices. I need more homes. That's the problem. How are we doing over here? Why are you? Thought I'd allocated these. Obviously not. We'll get that built. We need some homes for our. We've got 235. We can get. Everything is slowing down dramatically, isn't it? Because we've got way too much going on. Time to review the situation. And this guy's picking up everything in sight, which is good. So he's driving that process. Titus. You're working on here. Let me just see. We've got the slaughter fields up here, which have been a bit of a disaster. I don't know, they're doing okay. We've got four tons of meat in here. Not exactly too sure. We got this distribution office attached to that. Where is... Let me just do a bit of a change here. Where's the... That's Titus Cranes. This is Titus Workers. I think what we're going to do is we're going to flip you back to here. That might take some of the pressure off of the Tudor town. because these guys will have, I know it's a bit further away for these to come with their buses, but I think that might solve the problem. Or at least we're on 10th of August now, we've got food coming in. And that might give us a little bit more momentum. Oh. Let me just see, come back up here. Dropping. Yeah, we're getting a little beginning of a potential collapse here. Can't keep it together. We desperately need this cableway to be built, and that will take off the pressure from here. I know I keep repeating myself. Hopefully the change to workers should improve this bit here. Also, it means that the workers coming into here will contribute a little bit more. Let's come up and see our new farm here. Yeah, these crops are... Right, you can see here, because now we've got power, we've got fuel in here. Can you just check the... Right, I need to redo the field assignments here. I'm gonna remove you. We got one, no connection to road. Why you've got no connection to road? Okay, pause. That seems to think that that road doesn't exist. That one's connected, that one's connected. That one's not connected. We're just going to reassign these now. And of course it's picked them all up again. Pause. You can go there. We can't do that one. Because we might as well add these bits here. Seeing they're the only ones that got sown. This one's not finished yet. This one's not finished. This one's not finished. One doesn't have a connection there. One's connected. And this one. So we'll just have to work with those for the moment. And I just want to check these road connections. Something doesn't feel right here. You're done there. You're done there. We haven't done this one because we're still building this road. Okay, I think that's about the best I can do at the moment. As I say, I'm not expecting these fields to even mature this summer. And I've just been reminded that we're going Christmas shopping this afternoon. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And I've got absolutely no idea what we're going to be doing in the next part. But until then, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.